This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Owyhee Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision, but C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/learn-and-earn today.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Grossenberg Implement, your family-owned John Deere dealer, is passing on the savings to you this holiday season. This week only, get an 8% discount on gloves. So purchase yourself some extra gloves this week to ensure you're ready for the new year ahead and save 8%. Stop into any of the 8 Grossenberg Implement locations, parts departments this week and take advantage of the savings. And Happy New Year from Grossenberg Implement.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
5'6" senior Ali Juarez runs the point for Stanley County. 5'7" junior Maddie Duffy, you know she'll put up those threes. She's not afraid. 5'8" senior wing player Corey Gabriel, she'll put up some threes as well. Casey McGee continues to show improvement. The 5'9" sophomore and the 5'11" junior post player. Cadence Hand for head coach Keely Braceland. Her assistant is Sarah Kemp. Those are the MDU starting lineups. Time to tell you about the law on the court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. We'll introduce the officials in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
With all the snow and cold temperatures, it's that time of year when people want to plan a trip somewhere warm and sunny. Do your research and purchase from known companies. Your version of luxury accommodations and close to the beach can be completely different than their version. Know exactly what you're to get from your purchase and who to reach out to if issues arise. And make sure that you get everything in writing. If you should have issues with your travel package, call Consumer Protection at 800-3-1986. Visit their website, consumer.sd.gov, for more information.
The officials for this evening's game: Brandon Solik, Trey Krieger, and Andrew Lukowski. The law on the court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Doubleheader basketball. Stanley County featured on KGFX, falling to winner in both ends on Thursday, but the next night on Friday, as we set the girls with their first win of the year at Harriet-Selby area, the boys were beaten. Tonight it is Highmore-Harrold here at Parkview Auditorium. That is our Becky Potspa State Farm pregame. Coming up, we'll have tonight's action: Highmore-Harrold and Stanley County, the girls first, and it comes in 3 minutes here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
And yes, just ahead of us is the Linz Dakota Iron Fort Pier opening tip. The lineup's being introduced now here at Parkview Auditorium. By the way, if you were headed here, you may know this, but they're doing the chili cook-off. Well, it's chili and soup at a very reasonable price. $5. I've had some chili. It's a chili kind of day. Woo, it was good. I am well fed, and here we go. Stanley County in their home white uniforms with purple numerals and letters in gold trim, gold and purple piping. Highmore-Harrold wearing their road black uniforms with red uniforms, I should say, with black numerals and letters in white trim and black piping on the sides. April Fowlis, Kendall Cermak, Kennedy Atheling, Reagan Westcott, Brooke Palmer are the five to start for Highmore-Harrold. Andy Duffy, Corey Gabriel, Kasem McGee, Ali Juarez, Cadence Hand for Stanley County. And Highmore-Harrold has dominated this series since the co-op. 14-1. Highmore-Harrold has beaten Stanley County 13 straight times, including 55-22 last January 4th in Highmore. Ball in the air between Hand and Cermak. It is won by Stanley County, and the basket to your right as you watch it at the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. On the left wing, it is Duffy back out to the foul line. The jumper by Hand is missing, and Reagan Westcott has the first rebound of the game for Highmore-Harrold. Ball at last win the hoop. Even with the 48 points, Stanley County still averaging just over 28 a game, but was their best performance of the season in their win in Selby on Friday. Right elbow of the lane, Cermak's jumper not falling. Ball tipped, Ali Juarez. And the ball tipped to her for the rebound. Stanley County wants to push it. It's loose in the backcourt, and now it is taken away by Brooke Palmer, who then ended up traveling, so a turnover each way. Ball went off the leg as it came near midcourt. And at midcourt, Stanley County inbounds with McGee into Juarez. 45 seconds into the game, no score yet. Juarez top of the key, hands it on the left side to Kasem McGee. The sophomore got hacked. First foul of the game is on Highmore-Harrold's Kennedy Effling. On a senior, as Mike Ring said, on this Pirate team. Foul is Cermak and Effling, Westcott. They're all juniors, and Brooke Palmer, the sophomore. Ali Juarez, one of the seniors for Stanley County. On the left side for McGee. 0-3 Highmore-Harrold, 1-5 Stanley County. Bounce for Duffy on the left wing, guarded tightly. Hand gives to a screen, 20 still to shoot. Bounce on the right side for Juarez, tries to drive baseline. Cut off by Fallis, but still inside, but leaving it short is Gabriel. Cermak comes down with a rebound for Highmore-Harrold. No one's broken the steal yet. No score, 6:35 first quarter. Long a little earlier in the advertised time, but we're glad you're with us. Pass for a right wing three. That is off the rim. Battle for that rebound, and it came down to Effling, but she was able to pass for a shot that had missed, however, and Juarez had the rebound for Stanley County. On the left baseline, a floater is off of the rim. Follow is missing, and then it went off of Duffy and out of bounds. So chances galore for each team, but no one's put the ball in the hoop yet. 6:11 in the first quarter. These two young teams are scoreless. SC 0 for 4 shooting, Highmore-Harrold 0 for 3. Full court pressure by Stanley County, and a little bit too tight as Duffy bumped Autumn Fallis, who's come into the game for Highmore-Harrold. Duffy's foul is Stanley County's first of the game. 6:08 in the first quarter. Autumn Fallis, the freshman, at 5'3", from the backcourt. Cross court for Palmer. Brooke down the right alley. Some pressure. McGee backs off, and Highmore-Harrold with plenty of time to spare is into the front court. Now a left wing three is way over the rim by Cermak, with McGee bringing the rebound down. Highmore-Harrold's tried 2 threes, missed them both. McGee on the left side for Stanley County. Bounce it to Duffy, cut off, and then threw it away. Well, good defense there by Effling. Forced the turnover, the second on Stanley County. 5:44 in the first quarter. Boys game will follow here at Parkview. Off of Effling, came to Palmer, and they broke the pressure well. Foul is on him, able to handle the pass. Stops right elbow away, nearly walk. Right wing three, this one's good. This is Kennedy Effling with the first 3 points of this game. 2.5 minutes in, it's 3-0 Highmore-Harrold. Juarez for SC. On a bounce to McGee inside the arc on right wing. Back up top, deflected, still came to Juarez. Guarded by the freshman Autumn Fallis for Highmore-Harrold. Playing zone. Hand hasn't touched it much. Drives left of the lane. Fouled. Whistle was late, but Cadence is going to go to the foul line as they'll call Kendall Cermak for her first foul. And that was what Stanley County was doing in Selby. They get into the hands of their good post player, Cadence Hand, the junior. First free throw for her is short. 3-0 Highmore-Harrold, and the three-pointer by Kennedy Effling. 5:07 left first quarter. Glad to have you with us. We better make things legal when we get an opportunity. Player in the lane too soon, but Hand made it anyway. 3-1 Highmore-Harrold. 5:07 first quarter. Pressure. Stanley County's pressuring every chance they can. But Palmer passes it ahead, and again they break the pressure well. Scott bring it back on the right side for Effling. Autumn Fallis ball above her head. Bounce in the lane. Turnaround half hook is missing by Cermak, but she is fouled by Cadence Hand. So Cermak will have a couple of free throws. And as she goes to the line, let's do this.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KTFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Cermak tries to improve the Highmore-Harrold lead. It's good. It's 4-1 after she hit the first of 2. Now April Fallis is back in for Highmore-Harrold, and Kennedy Effling with her first rest on Mike Ring's bench. You can watch it, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. At least you will be able to eventually. We'll get that worked out at the KGFX page. One more on the way, rimming out. Rebounded by Corey Gabriel for Stanley County, who trails 4-1. 4:46 first quarter. Highmore-Harrold on top of the road, looking for their first win of the season. Juarez bounced a hand into the lane. Drives left side, off the rim. Gabriel offensive board. It didn't fall for her either. And a battle for that rebound. It came down to April Fallis. Good hustle by Gabriel, but it just came up a little bit short for her. Drive in the lane. The runner is good by Autumn Fallis. First two off the bench. Highmore-Harrold's lead is now 6-1 at 4:17 in the first quarter. Duffy tries to drive left baseline. Cut off. Bring it back out front to McGee. Morgan Hoffman will come into the next whistle. Juarez dribbled it off her leg, but was also fouled. A break there as it looked like she was going to lose the basketball. Instead, the foul is called on Fallis. April Fallis. That's her first. Morgan Hoffman, as we say, comes in for Stanley County. The 5'5 sophomore. It's inbounded out front to Gabriel. Corey handed it back to Hoffman with a hand screen. Left wing on the weave. To the right of the lane comes McGee. Now for a drive. That is Gabriel had it blocked. Right wing jumper on the second try is missing here by McGee, but Stanley County has a third opportunity after Gabriel Hoffman. Right wing 16-footer on missed everything by McGee, but Gabriel picks it up. A fourth chance here for Stanley County. Hoffman missed from 16. 4 shots, none went in. Cermak rebounds for Highmore-Harrold. Oh boy, and Stanley County has a frustrating start. And pass goes too far. They try to save it inbounds, but it's turned over to Stanley County. And Morgan Hoffman into the front court. Right wing, big high arc on that three is no good by Duffy. And then it hit the supporting wire that holds the bucket in place. And it's Highmore-Harrold basketball, and Stanley County has missed their first 11 shots. 6-1 Highmore-Harrold, 3:10 first quarter. Autumn Fallis for the Pirates. For Effling, who wants another three. Can't make it this time, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Stanley County basketball. Corey Gabriel has had 4 rebounds already. Stanley County is still looking for their first field goal 5 minutes into the game. Hoffman on the baseline. Saw she didn't have an angle. Bounced it off the foot of Kennedy Effling out of bounds, and SC will keep it. An alert play by Morgan. 2:55 first quarter. And it comes into Gabriel down the lane. Left side. Drives for a layup, and Stanley County's first bucket. 5:05 into the game. And with that, they're only down 3 to Highmore-Harrold. 6-3. Autumn Fallis down the left alley as they break the pressure again. Pass went off Gabriel and out of bounds. And Highmore-Harrold will keep it. And why did they reset the shot clock? Or did it not start? It says 35. There shouldn't be that much on it. Anyway, April Fallis inbounds. And a travel as Autumn Fallis got happy feet. Third turnover on Highmore-Harrold. So after missing their first 11 shots, Stanley County hits a field goal, and now they're within a 3. 6-3 Highmore-Harrold, 2:48 first quarter at Parkview. Morgan Hoffman drives all the way to the left baseline and is fouled. A good aggressive move by Hoffman. Kendall Cermak caught up with her too late, and that's her second foul. And it's team foul number 4 on Highmore-Harrold. And Hoffman with the aggressive, assertive drive to the left block gains a couple of free throws. Here comes the first, and she's good. As Kaylin Falstich, another junior at 5'8", comes in for Highmore-Harrold. Reagan Westcott also back in. High school basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Access Health Highmore, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Jan Bussey Ford, Highmore-Harrold, the Highmore-Harrold, Mashik Food Center, American Family Insurance, the Crystal Varkinson Agency, and CK Cattle and Wager Cattle, and Hoffman hit them both. 6-5 Highmore-Harrold, Stanley County within 1. 2:40 in the first quarter. 2 young teams playing at Parkview. Good pass inside for a layup. That's Effling. A good feed by Fallis. Effling has 5. And it's 8-5 Highmore-Harrold, and as Hoffman came down floor, stumbled and traveled. Stanley County's third turnover. Highmore-Harrold also has 3. 2:27 in the first quarter. Seniors are Gabriel and Juarez for Stanley County. They're the only two on either side. Brooke Palmer hasn't touched it much. Bounce it back out to Westcott. Now out front again for Folstich. Into the right quarter, Autumn Fallis wants a three. Grazed the rim. Westcott picked up the rebound and kept it in Highmore-Harrold's hands. Shot clock did not reset, and it should not have, as it did not touch the rim. 10 on the shot clock now, and 2 minutes in the first quarter. Fallis in a little trouble. Deflected, hangs on to it. Pass on the baseline, too far and out of bounds. Good defense there by Stanley County. Forced that turnover. And Autumn Fallis was near the sideline. It became an extra defender to the left of the Stanley County bench. 1:56 in the first. Highmore-Harrold 8, Stanley County 5. Morgan Hoffman into the half circle for hand. Left wing Hoffman open for a moment. Now Fallis puts a hand up. Now a 16-footer in the basket. Hand with the offensive board. Back up to the goal and missed that. And rebounded by Effling. So again, 2 chances, but neither fall for Stanley County. And Highmore-Harrold with it with 1:31 in the first quarter. Here's a pass to Folstich, who drives down the left baseline, counted with a foul. Folstich has her first 2 off the bench. 10-5 for Highmore-Harrold, and Morgan Hoffman has her first foul in the Buffalo's third at 1:28 in the first quarter. Good pass there and a good drive by Kaylin Folstich, who will try to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. 1:28 in the first. This would be the Pirates' biggest lead. On the way for Kaylin, and rimming out, rebounded by Caden's hand. So it's 10-5. Highmore-Harrold, here's a steal. Autumn Fallis, great play in the backcourt. Pass knocked down, but it came right back to her. But Highmore-Harrold has it again off of Stanley County's 4th turnover at 1:13, first quarter. A lob too far for Folstich. Fallis is able to save it and then knocked out of bounds by Gabriel. Boy, hustle there by Autumn Fallis to save a sure turnover and give Highmore-Harrold a chance to inbound with 14 on the shot clock and 1:06 in the first. 10-5, Highmore-Harrold with a lead on the wall. Westcott in for a layup on the left of the lane by Brooke Palmer, her first 2. Good set play in the out of bounds. 12-5 for Highmore-Harrold, 54 seconds. Hand, and it taken away from her, and then a dual possession as Folstich took it away. Dual possession is going to keep it with Highmore-Harrold, but after the turnover, and April Fallis is back in for Highmore-Harrold with 51.8 in the first quarter. Highmore-Harrold 5 of 11 shooting. Still only the 1 field goal for Stanley County. Autumn Fallis left-hand dribble, 45 seconds, 29 on the shot clock. Double dribble by Autumn Fallis. Dribble, took a step, dribbled again. Picked up the dribble, then dribbled again. 40 seconds, Stanley County with it back down 7. Kira Briggs, the 5'2" sophomore guards, come into the game for Stanley County. Passing it to Juarez. Ball is booted by Highmore-Harrold. Stanley County will inbound 31.5 seconds. 24 on the shot clock. Bounce it into Juarez, nearly missed by Hoffman. Puts up a 3, no good. Juarez follows and scores. Alejandro Juarez with a follow off the offensive rebound. And it's 12-7 Highmore-Harrold, leading by 5. 14 seconds in the first. Shot clock off. Autumn Fallis is bumped by Morgan Hoffman, and that's 2 on the sophomore. Keely Braceland wants to have her in the game. She's proven she did the last couple of years. Even as an 8th grader, she can be a good shooter, but she has 2 fouls now. Kennedy Effling will inbound for Highmore-Harrold right in front of the bench. 10.9. Turnaround Folstich off the glass. Folstich tried to gain her own rebound, could not. And it's out of bounds to Stanley County with 6.9 left in the first. Within 5, and given the trouble they've had, they got to be happy to be there. 6 seconds, Juarez crosses the timeline with 4 with 3. Juarez, Fallis right on her and forced her to walk with 0.4 of a second remaining. Well, Juarez had stopped her dribble, and that put her in trouble. And then April Fallis with a good D. Autumn Fallis comes out for Kendall Cermak. Not a lot Highmore-Harrold can do. 0.4 of a second, so they can catch and shoot, but they're in the back court with Effling triggering the inbound. And Hoffman knocked it down after 1 quarter. At Parkview Auditorium on the Wegner Auto scoreboard, Highmore-Harrold 12, Stanley County 7. Wegner Auto lead 1 place to go. Second quarter in 1 minute, 10:60, 103.1 KGFX.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Action to start the varsity doubleheader at Parkview Auditorium. Highmore-Harrold leading Stanley County 12-7 as the second quarter begins. The arrow to Stanley County, so they'll have the ball and on the floor for them. Maddie Duffy, Kason McGee, Ali Juarez, Corey Gabriel, and Cadence Hand set the 5 for Highmore-Harrold when they have the basketball. The bucket to your right as you watch it, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Brings you our player of the game and our family dental up here in Gettysburg post game in each game tonight. Hand with a 16-foot jumper off the rim. Juarez with hustle for the rebound and draws a foul. Well, Juarez has 3 rebounds, 2 on the offensive glass. And this one drew the second foul. On April Fallis of Highmore-Harrold. She's out. Autumn Fallis in. Addison McDonald, a 5'9" freshman, is also into the Highmore-Harrold line. 12-7, Highmore-Harrold. Offensive foul. Someone caught throwing a little elbow for Stanley County, and it's Corey Gabriel for her first foul. It's also the 7th Stanley County turnover. Highmore-Harrold has 5. Autumn Fallis. It's Reagan Westcott. Kennedy Effling also out there. Along with Addison McDonald. For the Pirates of Highmore-Harrold. 0-3. Here comes a 3. Rolls in off a second bounce. Front rim, back rim, good for Reagan Westcott. Now the largest lead for Highmore-Harrold is 8 at 15-7. 7-14 first half. McGee for Stanley County with a bounce outside the arc. It's Duffy. Drives for a left wing baseline jumper. Knocked it down. McGee. Kayson's first 2. Good setup. Really a pick and roll. Kind of. She didn't really set a pick. Anyway, 15-9 Highmore-Harrold, 6:53 and a half. McDonald in the right corner out front for a 3 that's missing everything by Brooke Palmer. She's the other one on the floor for Highmore-Harrold, and it's out of bounds. Stanley County will have it. Stanley County does have a 14-9 rebounding advantage, but Highmore-Harrold's led all the way. 15-9 their lead now. Stanley County ball, 6:39 first half. Maddie Duffy out front, right wing for Kason McGee. Double pick here by Duffy and Hand. Baseline, Gabriel lob. Good play, fouled. Gabriel was having 2 defenders right at her. One of them fouled her for Highmore-Harrold, and it's Reagan Westcott for her first foul. Team foul number 6 for the Pirates, but in the act of shooting, Corey Gabriel has 2 at the line, and the first is too long. High school basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Venture Communications, Yes Way, Vera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, and Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre. Gabriel to shoot again. This one's good. SC 4 out of 6 at the line. They cut the Highmore-Harrold lead to 5, 15-10. 6:27 first half at Parkview, and thank you for joining us on this chilly Tuesday evening. Kennedy Effling for Highmore-Harrold. Juarez guards her tightly. Bouncing on the right side. Falstich is back in there. Right wing, here's a three that is missing. Followed by Fallis is missing, but a rebound here, Westcott. And a third chance. Westcott had that first strike. Drive inside by Effling. She's fouled. Juarez got a hand on her. Alley's first, and team foul number 6 will send Kennedy Effling to the line for a couple of free throws. The first, good. (16-10) Stanley County. Trailing by 6, Highmore-Harrold in the league. Rachel Runge makes her first appearance for SC at the 5'8" junior. Morgan Hoffman also back in. One more free throw due here for Highmore-Harrold's Kennedy Effling. It's on the way and it's on the board. Now she'll come out for April Fallis. 17-10 Highmore-Harrold. 6:01 in the first half here at Parkview. And against some pressure, Duffy to Morgan Hoffman for SC. Autumn Fallis awaits her for Hand, right elbow away for a right lane line drive and scores. Good move by Hand. For her first field goal, she's up to 3. 17-12 Highmore-Harrold. Quickly down floor, no chance for pressure. Baseline drive missing by Palmer and rebounded by Juarez, who's having a good rebounding game. Then she's pushed. Despite tough shooting and keeping it tight, the push was actually on Stanley County, and they've got 3 here on Maddie Duffy. So she will have to come out. And it was on a loose ball, so Autumn Fallis has a 1-and-1 here. 5:39 left in the first half. And there's a little trouble for Stanley County with Maddie Duffy having to sit with 3 fouls. First front end of the 1-and-1 is missing here for Fallis, and Caden's Hand rebounds for SC. Highmore-Harrold by 5 at 5:30 in the first half. 17-12. Shooting rough, but Stanley County staying relatively close up. Caden's Hand traveled right there. Just a little bit of hesitation after she took the bounce from Allie Juarez. So Highmore-Harrold, April to Autumn Fallis. Send into the front court. She comes back to April. Lob on the left baseline. Palmer with a drive. Double team rolled in with a foul. Brooke Palmer wasn't going to stop. She just sliced her way through that double team and scored. Stanley County's foul is on Rachel Runge, her first. Team foul number 8, 19-12. Now for Highmore-Harrold, and Palmer, she'll try to complete the 3-point play and match the Pirates' longest lead so far. Free throw's coming. The free throw is good. Highmore-Harrold by 8. Hand on the right baseline for Stanley County. For Hoffman, she walked. And the turnover number now up to 9 for SC. Back in comes Kennedy Effling, replacing Reagan Westcott for Highmore-Harrold. Autumn and April Fallis. Kennedy Effling, Brooke Palmer. And Addison McDonald are the 5 on the floor for Highmore-Harrold. McDonald has it, top of the right wing against the zone knockdown. Good play. Morgan Hoffman for Stanley County takes it away. Off Snedo hoop, they're down 8 to the Pirates. Here's a bounce by Runge, and oh, what a play. Sitting on the floor and not traveling. Able to keep the play alive was Autumn Fallis, or April Fallis. Excellent play, but then Autumn Fallis just dribbled under the ball and turned it over, and Stanley County head coach Keely Braceland wants a full Ag Tech for a timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:29 first half at Parkview. Highmore-Harrold 20. Stanley County 12, back in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Timeout. Anchors ahead to maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Ag-Tegra cooperative today. Stanley County's ball, and they're down 8 to Highmore-Harrold at 20-12. 4:25 first half. Bounce to Hand in the circle. Now right lane line. Bounces to Gabriel on the left baseline for a Hoffman left wing three that's off the left rim. A little short. Battle for that rebound is a dual possession, and that'll give it to Highmore-Harrold as the arrow points their way. It's one of those team rebounds. You must account, as the statisticians say, for every miss. On him, Fowlis for April Fowlis in the front court for Highmore-Harrold. Once a double-digit lead, but Morgan Hoffman, a hand in the passing lane again to make a steal all the way to the left baseline. Double team, so bounces it for a left wing 16-footer. That's good for Caden's Hand. She can shoot from the outside, too, and she has 5. 20-14, Highmore-Harrold leads Stanley County by 6 at 3:49 in the first half. Kennedy Effling. Left wing, good pass inside. A little too far under the bucket, but McDonald recovers and lays it in. Annie McDonald with her first 2, and back to an 8-point Highmore-Harrold lead at 22-14. Step back, went to the baseline and scored. Gabriel with a drive in the lane. That's off glass. Gainer on board, counted with a foul. Corey Gabriel with her 5th rebound, 4th on the offensive glass. This one will lead to free throws. Thanks to McDonald's first foul and team foul number 7. So both teams are in the bonus, but Gabriel tries to complete the three-point play here. 22-16 Highmore-Harrold over Stanley County at 3:23 in the first half, and the Buffs hanging tough. The free throw went off the brace of the rim and then fell through. Gabriel up to 6. She comes out in favor of Brecken Hubner, the 5'11 freshman, makes her first appearance for SC. 5-point Highmore-Harrold lead as Palmer has it, right wing outside the arc. Up top for Effling, swinging on the left side. Fowlis inside. Palmer at the shot blocked. That was Hubner, and then Brecken gained the rebound. A chance for SC to cut this to 3 or 2. It is a 17-footer that's good by Hoffman. Morgan Hoffman's first bucket. It's a 3-point Highmore-Harrold lead, 22-19. 2:50 in the first half. 5 straight for SC makes this game tighter. Effling. Left wing for Palmer. Uses a screen by Effling. Baseline drives foul. Good use of that screen right there. Gave Palmer the path to the bucket near the left lane line. And then the hack is the first on Caden's Hand. Team foul number 9, but this is 2 shots here for Brooke Palmer. She was in the act of shooting. Hit a free throw a moment ago. She has 5. First one for her here is missing. Effling leading Highmore-Harrold with 7. Corey Gabriel leading Stanley County with 6. 22-19 Highmore-Harrold. Good first half, has 2:41 remaining, and there's one more for the sophomore Brooke Palmer. Player in the lane too soon. Free throw missed. But a foot in the lane by Brecken Hubner will give Brooke Palmer a second chance at the second free throw. Boys action after this. Highmore-Harrold and Stanley County. So please stay right here with us on KGFX. Palmer hits the second on the reprieve. No, she did not. Because this time there was a lane violation on Highmore-Harrold. So bring it off the board, and that keeps the lead at 3 for Highmore-Harrold, 22-19, 2:35 in the first half. Back-to-back lane violations, but the second one was on the Pirates. Juarez bounced a hit hand right baseline. Into the lane, drives on Falstich, who's back in there and draws the foul on Kalen. And a solid move on the right baseline for Hand. Falstich with her first foul, 8th foul on Highmore-Harrold, but 2 free throws here for Hand. Split a pair in the first quarter. She has 5. Chance to make this a 1-point game. First one, no good. 7-2 run, however, by SC has turned an 8-point deficit into a 3-point deficit. One more for Cadence on the way. This one's good. 22-20 Highmore-Harrold. 2:28 in the first half. Pirates have never trailed, but the game hasn't been this close in a while. Effling for Highmore-Harrold. Outside the arc on left wing. Bring it to Palmer. Good entry pass, turnaround. Falstich in the lane, rolls in. Good feed by Autumn Fallis. And Falstich's second bucket makes it 24-20 Highmore-Harrold. 2:05 in the half. Kara Briggs to Morgan Hoffman, to Cadence Hand, right elbow in the lane. Fires when nobody on her from 16. Missing rebound. Hubner follows and scores. Brecken Hubner as Stanley County continues to work the offensive glass. 24-22 for Highmore-Harrold. 1:45 in the half. Juarez trying to make a steal and was fouled. She did make that steal. And Kennedy Effling had the hand on her for her second foul. Team foul number 9. The 9th turnover on Highmore-Harrold. And it is a 1-and-1 here for Ali Juarez with a chance to tie this game. There have been 2 8-point leads for Highmore-Harrold, but SC will try to tie it here of Juarez after a spin and 3 dribbles. Front into the 1-and-1. Nope, it's too strong. And Falstich has the carom for Highmore-Harrold, who still lead. 24-22, 94 seconds in the first half. Effling guarded by Juarez. Bounce to Autumn Fallis. Ball above her head. Lob inside. Palmer fell down as she took the pass. That's a travel. And that's the 10th turnover on Highmore-Harrold. 15-point second quarter. Stanley County with another chance to tie or maybe take their first lead. 1:24 in the half. 24-22 for Highmore-Harrold. Juarez. Palmer out to greet her. Knocks the ball down, but comes right back to Juarez. 1:14 in the half. Between the rings now, left wing for Hoffman. Cut off on the baseline drive. Try. Hand left elbow going right into the middle of the lane. For Hubner for a jumper from 8, but it's just short. And Brooke Palmer with a rebound for Highmore-Harrold, who has a 13-game winning streak in this series. 57 seconds in the half. Highmore-Harrold up 2. 24-22. Palmer. Bounce in the left wing. Autumn Fallis nearly lost it. Good job to pick it back up. And then moves right by Briggs. Left wing, Effling. Here comes a 3. It's off the right rim. Rebound deflected to Brecken. Hubner has had 3 rebounds since coming into the game. 39 seconds left in the half. Stanley County, again, will try to tie her lead. 7 more in the game clock than shot clock. Game clock says 31 now. Juarez bounce to Hand, top of the lane. In the middle. Drives on Falstich. Turns around, hook misses. And the rebound by Effling, and she's fouled. By Hubner. Brecken Hubner's first. But that's team foul number 10, so that means double bonus for the last 23.6 of this first half. 2 chances. Stanley County has had the tie or lead. But Highmore-Harrold remains on top, and it is the double bonus. 2 here for Effling. She looks for her 8th point. First, good. Highmore-Harrold now 5 of 9 at the line. 25-22 for the Pirates of Highmore-Harrold. 23.6 in the half, and Effling, the junior, shoots 1 more and hits that 2. She has 9 to lead all scorers. 26-22 Highmore-Harrold at 23.6. No pressure this time by Highmore-Harrold. Kara Briggs for Stanley County. 22nd shot clock off. Hands it to Juarez, right wing, outside the arc. Guarded tightly by Palmer. Baseline for Hoffman. Down low, Hubner, all low lay-in. Great recognition there by Hoffman. Huebner's second bucket, 26-24. Highmore-Harrold by 2 on the ball, 6 seconds. Fallis, right wing with 3, with 2, with 1. Lost the ball, couldn't get a shot away. And Highmore-Harrold hangs on to the halftime lead after they once led by 8. Stanley County with a comeback. It's a 2-point game. At the half at Parkview Auditorium, the Wegner Auto scoreboard, Highmore-Harrold 26, Stanley County 24. Wegner Auto, they're South Dakota's oldest auto dealer, and they've been in Pierre since 1907. Well, a good first half, and we'll tell you how the numbers break down in just a bit on our halftime report, with Highmore-Harrold holding on to a 2-point lead over Stanley County at 26-24. Our halftime in 3 minutes from Parkview Auditorium. Glad to have you with us for high school basketball here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Oahe Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Most interesting first half at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. Highmore-Harrold looked like they had this game in control, but Stanley County made a late run. Got to within 2 a couple of times, including what the halftime score is. Highmore-Harrold still on top, and they've never trailed. But their lead was once 8, and now it's 2 over Stanley County, 26-24. I'm David Burrell, our studio coordinator. It's Haley Hansen. Ryan Benning taking care of the video tonight. Thank you for joining us. Watch it at the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Here is how it went in the first half. For Highmore-Harrold first, 9 points leading the way. For Kennedy Epling, Kennedy also had 4 rebounds and was 4 out of 4 at the line. Brooke Palmer with 5. Kaylin Falstich off of the bench. She scored 4. 3 points for Reagan Westcott. Autumn Fallis had 2. Kendall Cermak with 1. Stanley County had 6 each from Corey Gabriel and Caden's Hand. Gabriel also with 5 rebounds, including 4 in the offensive glass. Morgan Hoffman had 4 points. Brecken Hubner with 4 big points off the bench late in the half. Ali Juarez with 2. Kaysen McGee also with 2 points. Shooting, Highmore-Harrold at 41% on 9 of 22, 2 out of 9 on threes. Stanley County, well, just 33%, but consider this, they missed their first 11 shots. Since then, they're 9 of 16. In fact, they were 7 of 11 from the floor in the second quarter. Free throws, each team 6 of 10. The rebounding advantage to Stanley County by a margin of 21 to 15. And a lot of those in the offensive glass. Gabriel, 4 of her 5 rebounds are offensive. Juarez with a couple of offensive boards herself. 10 turnovers for each side with 8 bench points. And it is a tight game at the half. Highmore-Harrold does hang on to the 26-24 halftime lead. Next, for Highmore-Harrold, well, the girls have a tough challenge on Friday night because they go to Oneida. The Chargers are now a state-ranked team in Class B, starting at 3-0 after their victory over Lyman yesterday in Presho. And then it's back home on Monday for James Valley Christian. Now, next for the Buffs, both teams play at McLaughlin. That's on Thursday. Then on Saturday, the Buffalo girls will play in the Redfield Holiday Classic against Aberdeen Christian. And then both teams scheduled to play in Phillip. And that is Monday. And that'll be our next Stanley County action here on KGFX. A 5:45 airtime or so from Hockin County. That's rescheduled, you know. That was wiped out by rough weather last month, as they will battle for the traveling trophies on Monday, scheduled to do so anyway in Phillip. Now, our next basketball after tonight here on KGFX will be on Thursday. Now, Pierre was to have hosted Sioux Falls Lincoln tonight. Governor girls, of course, 5-0, their best start in 8 years, and ranked 3rd in the state in the AA girls poll now. That game was postponed because of the snow they've had in Sioux Falls. That's made up on Thursday night. We'll have it right here on KGFX starting at around 6:30, while the Governor boys head to Sioux Falls. They're 5-0, of course, too, and ranked 2nd now in the AA boys poll. That will be a 6:30 airtime on River 92.7 with Brian from Sioux Falls on Thursday night right here on KGFX. And then more Governor basketball on Saturday on River 92.7. The Governor boys will host Sioux Falls, Washington at the Rickside Gym. That's a 3:30 airtime. But before that, here on KGFX at 2:30 on Saturday afternoon, Darren will have it for you as the Governor's host Sioux Falls, Washington at the Rickside Gym. We'll make our way, or in Sioux Falls, I should say. That's where Darren will go to see here in Washington at 2:30 on Saturday. It's home action for the boys as Mr. Oakland gets to have he and his better half, Jamie, get to celebrate their anniversary in style. And so Brian's going to be away for a little bit after Thursday, but hey, he's earned it, or at least he'd tell you so. Just kidding, Brian. For a 2-point game at the half, a good one here in girls action. Highmore-Harrold leading Stanley County 26-24. Stanley County tries to break a 13-game losing streak in girls play to Highmore-Harrold. That's our halftime report. We'll take a 3-minute break, then come back with the second half at Parkview Auditorium. It's high school basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Have all of your painting supplies at the Paint Store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision, but C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
The potential for a very good second half at Parkview Auditorium in girls action. Highmore-Harrold holding on to a 26-24 lead over Stanley County. The last time Stanley County, in fact, the only time they've beaten Highmore-Harrold since the co-op was formed, was 2009, almost 14 years ago to the day, here at Parkview, 50-34. Since then, Highmore-Harrold has won 13 straight in the series. Stanley County coming out of their huddle in white. Mandy Duffy, Corey Gabriel, Kason McGee, Ali Juarez, and Cadence Hand, their starting five. Mike Ring still has Highmore-Harrold, who's red-clad, at their bench. And Mike is using all of the time allotted that he can to talk to his team. Now here they come. Autumn Fallis, Kendall Cermak, Kennedy Ethling, Reagan Westcott, Brooke Palmer. Second half throw into Stanley County, brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Martin, Fort Pierre. Another chance for the Buffs to tie or lead. Hand, right lane line, drive, cut off, bounce, finds Gabriel, left baseline, put it in, and the game is tied. Stanley County has rallied from 8 down to tie the game at 26. 7:35, third quarter. It was 20-12 for Highmore-Harrold. Effling on right wing, bounce to the baseline, knocked away by Cadence Hand, out of bounds, prevented the pass from coming to Brooke Palmer. It'll stay with Highmore-Harrold, still with 22 on the shot clock. Lob into Autumn Fallis in a tie game for a foul line jumper that's off the back rim. Rebound tipped, and Palmer runs it down. Keeping it alive for Highmore-Harrold. She tries a three that's off the rim. Rebound tipped. Who has it? It's a dual possession. Will stay with Highmore-Harrold. So Palmer gained a rebound on the offensive glass. Highmore-Harrold with another chance. A lob pass, right baseline. Left short here by Westcott. Kason McGee rebounds for Stanley County as the Buffs look for their first lead of the game. Ball loose, picked up by Ali Juarez. Right wing, open jumper. McGee is short from 16. Palmer rebounds. A good look. Wide open was McGee, but it fell short. Autumn Fallis for Highmore-Harrold in this tie game with 6:45 left in the third. Lob, left lane line, drive, plenty of contact. It comes to a foul, and Palmer was able to put it in. Caden's hand draped upon her. Palmer gives the lead back to Highmore-Harrold at 28-26 and draws Hand's second foul. Palmer now up to 7. Free throw to make it a 3-point lead is too strong. Loose rebound. Juarez is able to pick it up in the corner. To Gabriel and back to Juarez. Stays a Highmore-Harrold 2-point lead. 90 seconds gone, third quarter. Came to Hand in the circle. Jumper from 16 open. A little too strong. And the rebound in traffic by Reagan Westcott for Highmore-Harrold. Takes the return pass, hands it back to Autumn Fallis, left wing. A tight game at at Parkview. Highmore-Harrold by 2, looking for their first win. They're 0-3. Stanley County's 1-5. Palmer tries to drive on Hand. Left baseline, into the lane, hacked. Either Juarez or Hand, they were both there. I think it was Allie got the contact. Yes, Juarez with her second foul. Now Palmer, and you heard Mike Ring say in our keys to success, she's the one they're going to depend on, well, on both ends, but especially to put the ball in the hoop, and she hits the first free throw here to give Highmore-Harrold a 3-point lead at 29-26. 2 minutes exactly into the third quarter of play here at Parkview, and there's one more for Palmer. That's good. She has 9. Kennedy Effling also with 9. Corey Gabriel leads Stanley County with 8. 30-26 Highmore-Harrold. Stanley County's ball. Just over 2 minutes gone in the third. Bounce from McGee to Juarez, and she's held by Autumn Fallis for her first foul. Mike Ring off the bench with instructions. He stands a lot. So does Keely Braceland, Stanley County's head coach. A couple of relatively young teams, although there are a couple of seniors for SC. Duffy with a bounce to Juarez, one of those seniors. Left wing jumper, foot of the arc's missing. Effling the rebound for Highmore-Harrold. Saw it tied, now they're up 3. Effling, right wing outside the arc. To Fallis, foot on the arc for a jumper, left side. Off the brace of the rim, Corey Gabriel rebounds for Stanley County. Good shooting second quarter for SC. They were 7 of 11 from the floor. McGee, right of the old circle, hands it to Hand. Left lane line, spins back out as defenders were waiting. Now Gabriel on the left baseline, back to Hand for a 10-footer that's off the rim. Offensive board by Juarez, draws a foul. Juarez again on the offensive glass. Draws the second foul in a relatively short time on Highmore-Harrold's Autumn Fallis. And Juarez earns a couple of free throws with her team SC down 4. First coming and good. Brecken Hubner comes back in for Stanley County, replacing Caden's Hand. April Fallis back in for Highmore-Harrold. And that's Reagan Westcott, the Pirate bench. 30-27, Highmore-Harrold by 3. One more for Allie Juarez, trying to cut it to 2, and it is good. Off the back rim and through. Now she'll come out in favor of Morgan Hoffman. 4 for Juarez. 30-28, Highmore-Harrold leads Stanley County. Just over 3 minutes gone in the third quarter, and we're glad you're with us for a good one here at Parkview. Autumn Fallis uplifted that pivot foot. That's a travel. And turnover number 11. Stanley County will have it back in just a bit.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KTFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. If you drink, don't drive.
Stanley County down and 2 with the ball. 4:45 in the third. McGee threw a screen up top for Hoffman. A 3 in the lead is off the glass. Rebound touched by no one. Goes out of bounds near midcourt. So Stanley County has had chances to grab the lead for the first time in this game. Hasn't worked yet for them. Kira Briggs is back in to replace Kason McGee. One sophomore for another. 4:38 in the third. Highmore-Harrold with the ball hanging on to a 2-point lead at 30-28. They had an 8-point lead in the first half. Kennedy Effling Handing it, dropped by April Fallis, but April's able to pick it up to Autumn Fallis in the right corner. Right baseline. Drop step, good move. Palmer couldn't hit the shot, but Effling has the offensive board. And they bring it back out front. For a baseline. Give to Palmer for a layup. Palmer now has the 11, and Highmore-Harrold's back to a 4-point lead at 32-28. Other and Hoffman with a left baseline drive and scoring for SC. And Morgan has 6 off the bench. 32-30 Highmore-Harrold by 2. Midway through the third quarter. April Fallis for Highmore-Harrold. Right wing Palmer. Open, wants a 3. Off the brace of the rim. But it's April Fallis to grab that offensive board. And give Highmore-Harrold a second chance. April handing into the right corner to Palmer. Guarded by Corey Gabriel tightly. And defense by SC. And able to step into Briggs, who stuck her leg out. And Kira has this foul for first. Stanley County's third team foul of the second half. Two young, relatively young teams playing pretty spirited basketball here at Parkview, and the boys' game is still ahead. The lob is to Autumn Fallis for Highmore-Harrold, who hangs on to the 2-point lead. Bothering her is Briggs. Now in the right corner, Reagan Westcott, who's back in. Out front to April Fallis. Into the lane, triple teamed is Palmer. She's fouled as she drove to the hoop. The Botson 2 being played here on Palmer now. It's the second foul on Brecken Hubner, who's back in. And Palmer, who has made a few trips to the line, is there for 2 more. She's 3 of 5. She missed the first here. Highmore-Harrold 8 of 14 at the line in this game. The lead is still 2 for them at 32-30. 3:23 in the third. One more coming. Good. 12 for Palmer. 33-30 Highmore-Harrold leads Stanley County 3:20 in the third. Duffy off balance. Lost the basketball. And then Mike Ring calls timeout as she saw April Fallis was in a little trouble, but the turnover gives it to Highmore-Harrold. The 32nd Ag-Tegra timeout. 3:17 in the third. Highmore-Harrold 33, Stanley County 30, and we're back in 30 on KGFX.
Service Master of...
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong. Because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is 4th generation family-owned.
Service Master.
Timeout really saved the possession for Highmore-Harrold. It's an Ag-Tegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Ag-Tegra cooperative today. Watch it, of course, the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app brought to you by Bauman Lowe. I'll bring you our player of the game and our family dinner with Fearing Gettysburg postgame. And as Palmer dribbled away from her, an offensive foul on Highmore-Harrold on Reagan Westcott, her second. A little too aggressive with the pick. Team foul number 3 gives it back to Stanley County, who's down 3 to Highmore-Harrold. 33-30, 3:07 in the third. Hand in the half circle. To the lane, finds Duffy at double team. Loose on the floor, it's going to be a dual possession, stays with Stanley County. And that was really the best SC could hope for there after Maddie dropped it. 2:59 in the third. Duffy will inbound right baseline. 24 still in the shot clock. But I think, yeah, there's a cut on the palm of Autumn Fallis. She's hurting. She has to go to the locker room for a moment. Addison McDonald was in for her. Bob out front to Hoffman for SC. At the bucket to your left as you watch. Right wing 3 for the tie, but Duffy is good. Maddie Duffy ties the game with a 3. It's tied at 33, the second time the game's been tied. Highmore-Harrold has not trailed, but they're in a tie game now. Palmer guarded by Hand. Now in a switch, it is Duffy on her. A right wing 3 is over the rim by Effling. Rebounded, but stolen away. Briggs had it stolen by Fowlis, missed the shot, and then a foul on the rebound on Highmore-Harrold. The fourth team foul is the first on Brooke Palmer. Stanley County again trying for their first lead of the game. Tie game at 33. Hand lost it in the lane. Picked up by Reagan Westcott. 2:10 in the third. Maybe not the crispest game, but pretty entertaining. Here's a three straight away. Too long by Westcott. Loose on the floor. Went off someone's leg. A Highmore-Harrold player's leg. Out of bounds to Stanley County. Who shall again have a chance to take their first lead of the night. Only Juarez back in for Stanley County. Let's set their five as they have the ball. Juarez out there with Morgan Hoffman, Maddie Duffy, Corey Gabriel, and Cadence Hand. 2 minutes in the third, tied at 33. Lobbed a hand right up the lane. Cadence dribbled it off her foot, but she's able to pick it back up. And that means a double dribble. Yep. She couldn't dribble again after it went off her foot, but dribble she did for the turnover, which is Stanley County's 14th. 1:50 in the third. April Fowlis. Kaylin Falstich is back in. Reagan Westcott, Kennedy Effling, and Brooke Palmer, the five on the floor for Highmore-Harrold. Falstich at 1:35 in the third. Still 19 on the shot clock. Handed it to Palmer. Right wing three. Whistle as the shot missed. Oh, it's a 3-second call on Highmore-Harrold. So even if the shot had gone in, it would not have counted. It's Highmore-Harrold's 13th turnover. Tied at 33 against Stanley County has not beaten Highmore-Harrold since 2009. Only time they've ever beaten the Pirates as a co-op. Hand in the lane. Right wing Juarez. Fake the three. Comes to the right foul line extended. For hand right in the lane. Bounce to Hoffman in the lane. Out front Juarez. A foot in the arc straight away. Two is missing. Push foul on the rebound. On Hoffman. A little frustration there by Morgan. That is her third foul and the fifth second-half team foul on Stanley County. 33% shooting for SC, 35% shooting for Highmore-Harrold. Where it matters most, it's tied at 33. 1:05 in the third. Autumn Fowlis had that cut treated. She's back on the floor. Lob in the right wing for Kennedy Effling. Guarded by Hoffman. Right corner, here comes a three. Good! Reagan Westcott gives Highmore-Harrold the lead again at 36-33. 6 for Westcott. Hand in the lane for Stanley County. For Gabriel on the left baseline. Move into the lane. Drew a foul. Stepped right in the middle of the lane past two defenders. One of whom fouled her. 40.1 in the third. It's the third foul on Reagan Westcott for Highmore-Harrold. And the Pirates' 15 foul. Gabriel 2 of 3 at the line tonight. First one's good here. And Stanley County's been good. They're 9 of 13. 36-34 Highmore-Harrold at 40.1 in the third. Gabriel with another. The visitors lead to 1. She's good. 10 for Corey Gabriel leads Stanley County. 36-35 Highmore-Harrold. 36 seconds left in the third. Pirates ball. 34 on the game clock. 30 on the shot clock. Autumn Fowlis guarded tightly by Juarez. Hands it to Westcott, left wing back for Fowlis. Now in the left corner for Brooke Palmer. Hand guards her. 23 seconds. We'll tell you what the game clock is. 4 more in the shot clock, as we say. Falstich with the ball over her head. Pass inside for a layup, and a good look there as Effling finished it. 38-35 Highmore-Harrold. 7 seconds and 6. Duffy in the front court. Back to hand with 4. Wasn't ready for the pass. Still took it. 2 seconds. 1. Gabriel baseline. Released it in time, but missed. And at the end of 3 on the Wegner Auto scoreboard in a good one at Parkview Auditorium, Highmore-Harrold 38, Stanley County 35. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Anyone's game as the fourth quarter begins at Parkview Auditorium. David Burrow with you. Haley Hansen, our studio coordinator. The video by Brian Manning. 38-35, Highmore-Harrold looking to win for the 14th straight time over Stanley County. The Buffs came from an 8-point deficit to tie the game twice in the third quarter. But Highmore-Harrold with a 3-point lead to start the fourth and the ball. Brooke Palmer in the front court basket to your right. Watch it at the KGFX page. The DRG News app and DRGnews.com. Brought to you by Mobile Number. Good pass down low for Eflin. She's fouled by Juarez. Excellent feed. Juarez's third foul is Stanley County's 16th foul and gives Kennedy Efling a couple of free throws. 13 seconds into the fourth quarter, and Efling hasn't missed tonight. She's 4 for 4. Everybody else just 5 for 11 for Highmore-Harrold. First of two here, good. 4-point Pirate lead, 39-35. Boys action still ahead. Good start for the Pirates. They're 3-1. Stanley County's boys just 1-3. One more for Efling. And off the rim and missing and rebounded by Corey Gabriel. Stanley County with it, with Highmore-Harrold leading by 4. Early fourth quarter at Parkview. Juarez handed to Hoffman. Guarded tightly. On him foul. Steps back. Missed everything on a 3. Out of bounds to Highmore-Harrold. And she saw the opportunity, but left it a foot short. Highmore-Harrold with a 4-point lead. 38 seconds into the fourth quarter. Efling on left wing. Open. She wants a 3. This is off the rim, and Highmore-Harrold can't save it. It's out of bounds to Stanley County. 3 of 13 on three-pointers now for Highmore-Harrold. 1 of 6 for Stanley County. 38% shooting overall for Highmore-Harrold. 32% for Stanley County. Bounce to hand right on the wing from Juarez. Drives left baseline off the glass. Angle was a little tough. Good defense there, and Efling had the rebound. Highmore-Harrold hanging on to the 4-point lead. Rough start for Stanley County, but they've played tough. Westcott, right corner. Pass inside. Came for Cermak, who hasn't been on the floor in a while. Here is a jumper that is missing by Westcott, and Caden's hand with a rebound for Stanley County. To Hoffman. With 6:29 left. Hands in the lane. Left wing. Juarez for a bounce for hand. Guarded by Cermak, but right past her. The layup wouldn't go, and Efling with a rebound. Forced just a little bit outside on the defense there. And again, the angle was tough for hand. Fallis down low for a driving layup by Efling, and that play's working well a lot for Highmore-Harrold, and Efling's up to 14. 41-35, Pirates over Stanley County. 6 minutes left. Left wing Juarez took the feed, missed a 3, and it's out of bounds. And it'll go to Highmore-Harrold. Sophomore Kira Briggs, freshman Brecken Hubner, both into the game for Stanley County. And timeout is called here by Highmore-Harrold. A 30 will take 30. 5:49 left. Highmore-Harrold 41, Stanley County 35. An AgTegra timeout. We're back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
And Agtegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Highmore-Harrold on the wall, 5:45 left, leading Stanley County 41-35 at Parkview. Westcott in the right corner for Effling. Lob for Palmer. Baseline fouled as she tried to drive by. Brecken Hubner, her third. Well, they're finding Effling and Palmer here late. Highmore-Harrold to hang on to this lead, and Palmer makes another trip to the line where she's 4 of 7 in this game, 12 points overall. Highmore-Harrold 10 of 17. First of 2 here, nothing but net. 42-35, and all of a sudden Highmore-Harrold's lead is back up to 7. Palmer looks for her 14th point to try to match the longest lead of the game. On the way, and good. 43-35 Highmore-Harrold, 5:37 to play. A 10-2 run for Highmore-Harrold since the last time it was tied. Briggs finds Duffy for Stanley County, who needs a hoop this trip, down 8, 5:25 to go. Foul as Effling is caught with a little hold on Maddie Duffy. And that's her third. So it's the third time that Highmore-Harrold has had this 8-point lead. The other 2 were in the first half. Duffy from the left baseline. Inbounds between the rings. Here's a drive by McGee for a layup. Good move by Kaysen McGee for her second bucket and 4th point. 43-37 for Highmore-Harrold, 5:10 left. And now the official stop play, as the shot clock did not start. And they set it to where it should be, which is 30 seconds. A lot of basketball left, 5:09. Pressure defense off this inbound in the front court. Came to Palmer, left wing, and it's Cermak with a 3 off the rim. But a good tip brought it to Autumn Fallis for an offensive board. And now, as a pass is made, a foul is called. Or a whistle blows anyway. Or something. No foul was called. Now we'll just start play again. 4:57 left. Effling on the baseline for a drive by Palmer, but she left the layup short, gained her own board. Reverse layup is good. Brooke Palmer with her back to the bucket followed up and scored. And now a steal off the inbound. It's by Palmer, who lays it in again. And a timeout for Stanley County, who finds themselves suddenly down 10. Keely Graceland wants a full Agtegra timeout. 4:42 left. It's 47-37 now for Highmore-Harrold over Stanley County, and we're back in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Agtegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Brooke Palmer now 18 with those 2 quick buckets. 14-4 run by Highmore-Harrold has them in front by 10. 47-37. Stanley County's Hayden's hand. Nice drive to the right baseline and lays it in. She has 8. Cutting the Highmore-Harrold lead to 47-39. Still 4:24 left. April Autumn foul is nearly dropped. Hand couldn't quite make a steal. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Highmore-Harrold in the front court. Still with 4:20 to left. Palmer is 18 and Effley has 14 for Highmore-Harrold. Corey Gabriel leads Stanley County with 10, but Palmer has been the go-to player. They bring it to her again for a layup that misses and rebounded by Gabriel. Would have been 20 points, but a little too little touch on it. Left wing McGee for a 17-footer rolled off the rim twice. Gabriel offensive board counted with a foul. Corey Gabriel, who's having a big rebounding night as well as scoring, put in the follow to make it 47-41 for Highmore-Harrold. The foul is the 4th on Reagan Westcott. Gabriel now up to 12. And by our count, 9 rebounds, but the free throw misses. And the rebound was taken in by Kendall Cermak. So it's still 47-41 Highmore-Harrold, 3:53 left. Pirates will take a little time now with a 6-point lead. Palmer, hand in the passing lane by Caden's hand, but away from that, a hold is called on Stanley County. Hand would have had a steal and a turnover, but a hold is called away from all that on Maddie Duffy. And Maddie, whose playing time has been limited tonight, has her 4th foul. Foul trouble has kept her from playing a lot. She'll have to come out now in favor of Ali Juarez with 3:46 left. Team foul number 8. Yeah, both teams are in the bonus. So it's Cermak with a 1-and-1 here and a 6-point Highmore-Harrold lead. The front end is good, and it's 48-41 for Highmore-Harrold. Cermak's 2nd point, both at the line. 3:46 still left. Oh, what a big play that was. It would have been a steal by hand and a turnover, but Duffy was caught for the hold and the foul. 2nd free throw misses. Tapped out of bounds by Highmore-Harrold. 3:45 left. Highmore-Harrold trying to hang on for win number 1 and win number 14 in a row against Stanley County. Some pressure on the inbound. In from McGee to Juarez. Alley's into the front court. There to guard her is Palmer. At the top of a 1-3-1. Right wing, dribble drive. Jumper right baseline is missing by McGee. Hoffman came up with a rebound trying to save it, but can't. It's loose on the floor, and it's picked up by Highmore-Harrold's Kendall Cermak. Give her the rebound, despite a good hustle try there by Hoffman. Palmer in the front court for Highmore-Harrold to lead 7. 48-41, 3:14 left into the lane. Lost the ball, regained it, but Ali Juarez reaches in, makes a dual possession, and gives it to Stanley County. Counts as a turnover first in this 4th quarter in Highmore-Harrold, who still does press on the inbound. Stanley County down 7, 48-41. Now the arrow points to Highmore-Harrold. Remember that. 3:03 left. Bounce in the left corner. Hoffman steps in, shoots a 16-footer that misses. And Kennedy Effling has the rebound now for Highmore-Harrold. And it's looking better for the visiting Pirates for win number 1. Still 2:50 to go. Westcott, right corner for Autumn Fallis. Lob in the lane for Kendall Cermak. Bounce out. Oh, through the hands of Fallis and out of bounds. And right back to Stanley County. 2:40 left, but the possessions are dwindling now for SC. They've got to score just about every time they can now. 2:38 left. McGee into the front court. Effling waits for her. Between the rings. Right wing outside the arc, Juarez. Palmer guards her. Bounce right baseline and a double team. It's Gabriel. She backs out of it. Bounce to hand in the old circle. 19 on the shot clock. Right wing Juarez. Pump fake. Drives right baseline. Off the rim. Offensive board. Hoffman. That didn't go. Juarez. 3rd chance. Back out to Gabriel. She's open from 16. That misses. Rebound loose. Came to McGee. And she's fouled. by Palmer. So there'll be free throws. Off a fourth opportunity here. That is not Palmer, I should say. That is Westcott, and that's the end of her night because that's 5 fouls. She leaves with 6 points. And Addison McDonald replaces her. So out of all that, a 1-and-1 here for McGee. It missed, but Gabriel is able not quite to run the rebound down. And it's out of bounds to Highmore-Harrold. Big opportunity missed there by Stanley County. Two minutes to play. Highmore-Harrold with the ball in a 48-41 lead. Autumn Fallis on the left wing, on the baseline down the lane. Brought it to Palmer, and that's not a bad idea, and she's held and fouled by McGee, her first. Team foul number 9, the last 1-and-1. Cameron Norman, the 5'5 sophomore, makes her first appearance for Stanley County in this game. As Caitlin Falstich is back in also for Highmore-Harrold. Again, the last 1-and-1 for the Pirates, and it's the player they want up there. Palmer, but she missed, and Gabriel grabbed the rebound. 1:48 left. Stanley County again needs to score about every time now. Here's a drive by hand on the baseline, and it did not fall. Effling with the rebound. Boy, if the outcome does not change, they'll think about that sort of missed opportunity. 1:29 left. Lob off of hand and then off a Pirate, or was it not? Because it wasn't picked up by Norman. No, it did go off of hand. It'll stay with Highmore-Harrold with 1:25 left. As McDonald re-enters. Effling, who's had a good night, inbounds right baseline. Bounce to Palmer, drive fouled. And, it was all Cameron Norman could do to stop the layup. Her first, it's team foul number 10, but she wants to make Palmer earn them at the line, where she's been a lot tonight. But Palmer looks for point number 19, too long. McDonald out, Falstich back in for Highmore-Harrold. Bauman Lumber, our player of the game, will be named in our postgame. So please stay here with us. Our family dental up here in Gettysburg postgame. Then boys action still ahead too. One more for Palmer. This one is short, and Falstich could not hang on to the rebound. And Stanley County has another chance, but the possession's really dwindling for the bus now with 1:22 left. 48-41 Highmore-Harrold. Alice shows some pressure on the inbounder. It's from Hoffman to Norman. 1:17 left. Norman in an important spot here. Hands it to Kaysen McGee for a left wing baseline drive that is missing, and a foul on the rebound, and Gabriel trying to gain position. Pushed a Highmore-Harrold player. Or is it a Highmore-Harrold foul? Beg your pardon. It's Effling. It's her fourth. Gabriel didn't look happy, but she'll end up with a 1-and-1 here that misses, and Hand with a foul that time on the rebound. That is her third, and free throws at the other end now with 1:09 left. And Highmore-Harrold still up by 7, as both teams have gone a little cold here late. Highmore-Harrold at the line. SC from the field. Cermak is at the line. This is the double bonus, and the first is good to make it an 8-point Highmore-Harrold lead, 49-41 with 1:09 left. Stanley County came from an 8-point deficit to tie, but Highmore-Harrold opened the lead back up to 10. Cermak can make it 9 right here. It's good. 50-41 Highmore-Harrold. Only 1:09 remaining at Parkview. McGee for Stanley County. Keely Braceland wants a full timeout first, and we'll take 60 on an Integra timeout. 1:06 left. Highmore-Harrold 50, SC 41. Back in a minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Stanley County will inbound, but Highmore-Harrold's in good shape. 50-41, they lead SC 106 left. An Agtegra timeout. Acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. It's into Morgan Hoffman. Stanley County's going to put it up quickly. 1 minute left. They're down 9. It's to hand in the lane. Right wing for Gabriel. Steps into the lane. Drives for the layup that missed. Rebound is a dual possession. And it points to Highmore-Harrold with 53 seconds exactly remaining. McDonald back in for Falstich for Highmore-Harrold, who looks like they're going to have win number 1. They've lost their first 3, but they're in good shape for victory number 1. Hoffman tried to steal the inbound and did tip it to McGee. Stanley County has it back with only 45 seconds left. Hoffman with a 3 that missed, tipped, nearly went into the hoop as it went off. Effling, she did gain the rebound, and now she's fouled. With 38 seconds to play. Stanley County fought back, but it's not going to be enough as they will fall to 1 and 6. Hoffman with her 4th foul. Brings Autumn Fallis to the line for the first time tonight for a couple. These will be free throws number 27 and 28 for Highmore-Harrold in this game. First one for Autumn. Good. 51-41, matching Highmore-Harrold's longest lead at 10. And again, Kaylin Falstich replaces Addie McDonald for Highmore-Harrold. One more for Autumn Fallis. It is good, and it is an 11-point lead for Highmore-Harrold. 52-41, 38 seconds left. Stanley County as it comes in from Gabriel to McGee into the front court. 32 seconds to play. That's a timeout by Keely Braceland. She wants to talk to her team for 30 seconds this time. A 30-second Agtegra timeout with 30.4 left. 52-41 Highmore-Harrold, and we're back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
It's an Agtegra timeout. 8 burgers ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Keely Braceland has used 4 of her allotted 5. 30.4 left. Bounce in for Hoffman for a 3 for SC, but it's short off the rim. Effling lost the rebound out of bounds. Stanley County will have it again with 25.1 left. They and the boys play at McLaughlin Thursday, and then the Buffalo girls and Stafford Central Saturday at the Redfield Holiday Classic. Out front to Duffy, back in there with a 4th foul. Scoop scores. Patty Duffy's second field goal. 52-43 Highmore-Harrold, 17 seconds left. Pressure by Stanley County, and Duffy's going to use that 5th foul, leaning on Effling. So a tough night for Maddie Duffy. She fouls out. Bucket a moment ago gave her 5 points. Ali Juarez is in for. And County Effling with a couple more free throws, and these will be number 29 and 30 for Highmore-Harrold. They've been there a lot. Effling is 5 of 6. Palmer 6 of 12. But it's Ethling here for 2. She has 14 points and misses the first shot. And for Highmore-Harrold, the test on Friday at Oneida against 5th-ranked Sully Buttes. But the Pirates will go in with a number on the left side. They'll be 1-3. Ethling will shoot another with 15.1 seconds left to increase the lead to 10. She hopes she does. 53-43 Highmore-Harrold. One last possession for Stanley County. Gabriel into McGee crosses the timeline. 11 seconds left, and Keely Braceland still wants to talk to her team. Still teaching her team. We'll take a 30-second Agtegra timeout with 11 seconds left. 53-43 Highmore-Harrold. We return in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Another Agtegra timeout because they can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Maybe just to say, hey, keep your chins up. You fought hard tonight. It's a frustrating result for the Stanley County team after they had come back from 8 down to tie it. 9 seconds left. Hoffman's in the right corner. Bob right baseline to Hand. Backs away for a 9-footer that's good. And Hand is in double figures. 2 seconds and 1. Highmore-Harrold does not have to inbound. And the Highmore-Harrold Pirates fought off a couple of Stanley County rallies to pick up win number 1 and win in this series for the 14th consecutive time. Final score on the Wagner-Auto scoreboard at Parkview Auditorium in girls action. The Highmore-Harrold Pirates 53, the Stanley County Buffaloes 45. Highmore-Harrold's first win of the year against 3 losses. Stanley County now at 1-6. Stay tuned. Our Family Dental Appear in Gettysburg postgame is next. And we'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. And get you set for boys action 2. Highmore-Harrold holds off Stanley County and has win number 1. Our Family Dental Appear in Gettysburg postgame from Parkview in 3 minutes on 1060 103.1 KGFX and at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app.